Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. I definitely want to give you guys an update on everything going on between Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, this whole Frenemies drama, because there have been a few things that I haven't given you guys a full update on that have happened. And this includes a lot of tweets, TikToks, a lot of things have gone down between the two of them. Ethan and Trisha have been on Twitter talking about the situation, and it honestly isn't good. It's not good for the family. They really need to focus on the family relationship before they even try to discuss the business relationship, because at the end of the day, they're going to be family. And I think it's definitely more important to focus on that than who's right and wrong in the situation, just because I don't think that Frenemies is ever really going to be coming back. Trisha obviously doesn't feel like they are in the wrong in the situation. A lot of people on TikTok have been asking them multiple questions about the situation, and Trisha has responded to them in multiple TikToks. They've been asked to say sorry to Ethan.
Ethan is not a saint. Like, I'm not trying to dig up things and trying to make him look bad. Like, that's really not it. But he lied a lot in his video. There was a lot of lies and twisted a lot up until last night. So I really have no apologies to Ethan. I do apologize, and I will continue to apologize to any of the staff or crew that really felt disrespected by my comment that I didn't like a segment. I truly apologize for that. Everything else was twisted and taken out of context. We all should have sat down and talked about it, not Ethan telling them one thing and telling me the other. That's, I have no apologies to Ethan because he twisted this whole thing.
And also been asked to take some responsibility.
I'm literally not sure how much more I can do to take accountability. I've made 7 videos. On one hand, people are telling me stop talking about it. The other hand is do something, take responsibility. I don't know what to do. I've said I'm sorry. I've said my piece. I regret what happened. I wish what happened didn't happen. It did. I'm trying to move forward. I don't know what more to do. If you have a suggestion, please tell me.
And people have been wondering why Trisha and Moses are so willing to joke about the situation when it is just so serious, because family is involved. Moses actually posted a TikTok that was him unplugging the Wi-Fi, because a lot of people have been saying Moses needs to get into the house and unplug the Wi-Fi because Trisha keeps going on and on making these videos. And so he did that, and then people did not like what he had said in the comment section of the TikTok, because people felt like they were definitely looking at it like it was a joke. Someone said, I mean, yeah, this is funny for sure, but kind of upsetting at the same time that you're making a joke out of this. And Moses said, joke of what? 2 entertainers have a fight? We are not talking about world leaders here. Relax. They are just here to entertain you. And when people read this, they were wondering whether or not this drama between Trisha and Ethan was staged, because with him calling them entertainers and saying that they're here to entertain people, people were just kind of wondering, wait a minute, is this drama even real? When in reality, I do think that it is real. I think he was just kind of saying, don't take everything so seriously. But a lot of these tweets are very serious and they are very personal. The more recent video that Trisha's posted talking about Ethan in the situation has called him out for very uncomfortable things, and Ethan had to respond to that. Ethan is claiming that Trisha is ruining the family.
Please, you guys, stop. This is so unnecessary. It is so ridiculous. And it is honestly ruining our family. I please need you guys to stop. This is not cute or funny or necessary at all.
There's all these tweets, you guys, so many freaking tweets about this situation, and it's extremely hard to keep track of because they're going at each other. Ethan had said, I know y'all want me to talk about Trisha, but this whole thing is extremely upsetting and disturbing. I'm still processing it. This is a person who I considered one of my closest friends a week ago, who is now making videos accusing me of SH. It's too much, which a lot of people were thinking that Trisha was accusing him of SA, but he was saying SH, which a lot of people were pointing out moments where Trisha has made Ethan feel uncomfortable by comments that they have made on the podcast, on Twitter, and so a lot of people are very confused. Trisha obviously feels like Ethan is out to get them, make them look bad, and Ethan feels like Trisha is doing the same, trying to ruin their reputation reputation, ruin their look, get people against them. It's a constant back and forth that just keeps happening online. And honestly, there's just fans that are hurting right now. Fans of Frenemies love Frenemies, and they are really, really hurting. And the craziest thing is, like, earlier this week, there was this rumor that Trisha was going to be replaced on Frenemies with Whitney Cummings, because Whitney said that she had this announcement coming out, and the photo shoot that she had done for the announcement was a pink and black background, when in reality, she was just announcing that she was going on tour, when people thought she was going to be the new host of Frenemies. And that was a whole mess that was going down. There was no Frenemies episode. Ethan did not do it solo. I really think that for right now and the foreseeable future, Frenemies is not going to exist, honestly. Now, in the most recent H3 After Dark episode titled The Real Reason Frenemies Broke Up, Ethan and Hila discuss pretty much what's been going on behind the scenes and discuss some things that even Trisha Paytas' sister has come out and said about the situation that's been going on between all of them. They said that they just want peace and love only, but they definitely needed to address some of the things that were being said about them. And Trisha's sister did come out with several videos talking about Ethan and Hila, and so they were watching it and giving their statements on what she was claiming. And she had said things like they invited themselves to go to Disneyland for Trisha's birthday. They were not invited. They invited themselves. They didn't pay for the VIP Disney tickets, and he didn't pay for the dinner.
We ended up paying for Ethan and Hila, which is crazy because he takes that 5%, and VIP tickets to Disneyland is not cheap.
Which Hila and Ethan both said that they offered several times to pay. It was like one of those situations where we were like, no, like, it's okay, like, we got it. It wasn't like they were trying to freeload off of Trisha and their family.
Okay, I begged him to let us pay. According to Trisha's family, this 5% that I was taking for production fees could cover the national debt at this point.
Trisha's sister was so deeply affected by the fact that they did not pay for anything and kept saying that you would think that they would be able to pay for it because he's got that extra 5% on Frenemies. And oh my gosh, you guys, the freaking 5%. Ethan and Hila just basically conclude that the 5% is definitely what really ended Frenemies. The 5% extra that Ethan made over Trisha on the Frenemies episodes, which is honestly ridiculous because that 5% isn't like he is making more money than Trisha. He's profiting that money. He is not profiting 5% extra than Trisha. He is using that 5% to pay the crew, pay for the cost of making the actual show. It is actually crazy to think about the fact that 5%, just 5%, whereas there's plenty of other companies, plenty of other deals with podcast companies that people have where they're taking 10, 20, 30% of whatever they're making. So for Ethan to just be taking 5%, Trisha's getting a good deal, and he's made that very clear to them multiple times. But obviously this 5% is truly the real issue at the end of the day. And then they did this skit, you guys. I was literally crying laughing at this skit, and it was a skit making fun of how much the 5% really is. And Ethan is like sitting on this throne, he's wearing this 5% hat, and he's having the employees of H3 come up to him with their desires, being like, oh, can I have this Rolex? Pay for my student loans, $1 million items. And they're like begging him to buy these items for him. And he's like, oh, well, that's just a mere drop in my fortune, a mere drop in my 5% fortune. The whole thing was just freaking hilarious because it honestly just sounds like Trisha and their sister believe that this 5% is like billions of dollars or something. But somebody comes up and says, can I have VIP tickets to Disneyland? And he's like, oh, that's well beyond my means. No way. Like, no. I was losing it because obviously he's being accused of not wanting to pay for VIP Disneyland tickets when they're claiming they were invited to go to Disneyland, and that's why they didn't pay, because they were invited. They weren't like, oh, we don't want to pay for us. The whole thing is just insane. And for Trisha's sister to say, if they had just paid, I would feel differently. And it's like, so you're saying money would make this whole situation go away? That means the whole situation is about money. And Trisha has stressed multiple times the situation is not about money, but it just sounds like it's about money. It sounds like it's about 5%, which is insane. And it's extremely frustrating. And they did make it known, you know, this is a family issue. There's real people involved in this, but it's just really frustrating to watch this all go down. I'm sure that when Trisha watches this or hears about this, they are going to be fuming about this situation, saying that it isn't about money, even though it really does sound like it is, especially with the things that Trisha's sister is saying. And the craziest thing is now there's like new drama with Trisha because Trisha has released their skincare line. As we all know, Trisha made the skincare elixir kit and she partnered with a small business to create this, and these are products that Trisha says they have been using to help clear their own skin, and now they want to share it with other people. And it is $200, very, very expensive. That was a big thing when this was all coming out. Everyone was like, why is it so expensive? But apparently it's because the ingredients and the products are supposed to be really good, and people started receiving their products in the mail, and this one girl had posted unboxing it, and the box came damaged and the products were kind of like all over the place. They claimed there was like no bubble wrap, no nothing inside of the packaging, and was quite disappointed because $200 is a lot of money to spend on something that is coming in the mail messed up, obviously.
Hey guys, so I got Trisha Paytas' collection, so I'm gonna do an unboxing, see what we got. Let me pause it. Okay, I'm back. So, I wish there was a little bit more padding because looks like my box is a little bit cray-cray. Oh man, so this is how it got. Everything's all over the place. Some of my things were spilt. That's not cool. Things were spilt.
And they were not being rude. They did not seem like a Trisha hater. They seemed to actually genuinely like Trisha and want to support Trisha's brand, and was sad to see that the products didn't turn out right. The business partner that Trisha has been working with caught some heat on TikTok because they replied to this girl's TikTok and said, you can lie and hate on Trish, but when it comes to my business and you want to lie and put this fake lie out, answer your door. People were saying things like, this is how you're treating your customers, because people felt like she was coming for this girl, trying to make it seem like she was lying about the product, you know, coming in the mail looking messed up and not being packaged correctly and banged up and beat up. So people didn't like the way that she was responding to what had happened here. And so that is a whole other drama that Trisha is in. And a lot of people were tagging Trisha, being like, this is the person that you're working with. Like, how are you okay with this?
We totally see your concerns with the way the skincare has been shipping out and packaging. There have been a few people that got their product and it either like leaked or whatever, and we are totally fixing that. We are now sealing all washers and toners. Whatever you have an issue with, we will accommodate you in any way, shape, or form. We are also adding extra padding to get them shipped nice, safely, and neat and perfect to you guys.
Now, aside from the skincare stuff, in a whole other spread of tweets, Trisha has decided that they were going to kind of go back to like their trolling ways and went on a complete rant about the return of certain YouTubers back to the platform. And a lot of people were just so weirded out by some of these tweets because they said, I for one have truly missed David's vlogs. Now, if only Shane can come back with a good old-fashioned conspiracy video, my life will really be happy, perfect, and complete. In all seriousness, I'm really trying to stop looking for people to fail. All I ever want is for everyone to be held to the same standard of acknowledging behavior that's everyone deserves a comeback except for James Charles. He's too many boys and should be in prison like Austin Jones. Clearly, what's been going on with Trisha is in multiple different directions at this rate. There's a lot of things to be discussed, a lot that's going on. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this because it's a lot to process and a lot to talk about, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.